party people. Rick Beato says your music sucks and you should just give up. Just kidding. His boomer co-host did. Just kidding, not a co-host. It's his friend, Bob Lefsetz. Let's take a look at this. Look here, Bob Lefsetz. He says, your music sucks. I'm old. The Beatles. There was that one guy who goes, you suck. You're not an artist. You'll never be an artist. You'll never be nothing more than an artist. I'm going to break down what's wrong with this, why you shouldn't suck and why you shouldn't give up. So basically, his buddy Lefsetz over here, he says, well, there's two things you can do. There's, let's see. Here's my diagram. You don't look at that. Don't look at that. That's for me. Marketing, and then there's making music. There's marketing, which is telling people about your stuff, and there's music, which is making the good stuff. And he says, well, you're a musician. You should only make music. Your music sucks. That's why no one loves you, and no one ever will, and why you should give up. And he says, everyone's doing marketing. You can do marketing, but there's no good music. And if there is, well, why haven't heard it? Why haven't I heard it? If it exists, I would have heard it. I know everything. I'm some old guy, so I would know if there's good music. That's dumb logic, but that's the main point is, obviously you need to do both. Obviously, you need to be able to tell people about things and get people to listen to it, because it doesn't matter if you have the friggin' Mona Lisa. If no one ever looks underneath the sheet, no one's ever going to know. It's like it's Schrodinger's cat. You could have the greatest song of all time. You could have Bohemian Rhapsody, but if no one ever clicks play, then no one knows. And so for all intents and purposes, it was never even written because no one hears it. You see how stupid that is on the extreme? Now, the other extreme is you don't make any art, you don't make any music, and you just have an audience. People make like big YouTube channels just talking about stuff. They don't have any art. For example, hey, ASMR. This is my band, Black Licorice. This is Down the Drain. Oh my God, it sounds like early Arctic Monkeys, White Stripes, The Hives, Black Keys, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, this is to prove that I make art, and this is also the marketing. I'm not talking out of my behind. So what I'm trying to say is that obviously you need both. And if you make a big YouTube channel, like a lot of people, I'm not saying who, that's a good Trump impression. Mama, that's my Kamala impression to get you both sides of the aisle of the airplane. Go to the right, go to the left. We're taking off. Jet engine explodes. Everyone's gone. They're gone. No, the horror. Oh, it was just a dream. And you were there, and you were there. Wait, Wizard of Oz. You've never seen that. It should be a Wicked reference. By the way, I'm jacked. I got to mog all the old people like this old guy here. Mogging stands for alpha male other guy. AMOG for short, was shortened to MOG. And then it just meant showing that you're superior. You're above in the hierarchy. Gotta stretch my leg, gotta crack my back, gotta keep moving back, my brother. And so that's what we're doing here today. We got boomers here, and so marketing. Obviously, this is guitar channels. These people who will like make big YouTube channels, but then have no music themselves, right? And there's lots of people who do good marketing. People criticize Instagram bands, right? There's one I saw a while ago in Arizona called Morning High. I was at one of their first shows. My friend Josh, who was a childhood friend before I moved to San Diego when I still lived in Arizona. My best friend for probably like 4 or 5 years in the middle school, that kind of range. Anyways, he's got another band called Practically People, like more of an indie thing. They're good, but I'm more into a hard rock type of sound. I like a hard rock, and I like yelling. I like Fight Test from San Francisco, echo through the room. Typical man, the children's in the glasses of white wine. Fell in love with a girl. I fell in love once and almost completely. That's more kind of my kind of vibe. Let there be rock. Little lot. There was nothing. House bells. NCDC. No. Like that's more my speed. So the only reason I'm going to say is my buddy Josh, he's in this band, Morning High. Originally, when they formed in like a music class at ASU, he was their drummer. And then he just dipped out. But they were this kind of like thrash metal band, right? Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax, that type of thing. And so they're playing a house show together, the indie band. So I went to go see my buddy Josh's band. And then the band after them was Morning High. And they played all the best thrash metal songs. It was really good. And then I see them like later, they're blowing up on Instagram for making all these memes and things. So they get a super big following. But then everyone's like coming at them because like, oh, your music's not that good. Yeah, you've got thousands, 100,000 followers, whatever. But this is kind of a boring song, and it's not that creative or original. And like, you you're just a gimmick because all you know how to do is market. You don't have that good music. And so I'm going to make a separate video called In Defense of Instagram Bands, because the guy goes, I hate these bands. And I just want to say, like, why I hate this guy, right? I'm going to make that video. You'll see it. You'll see it. And so the thing is, they're maxed out in marketing. They just need to add a little bit of getting better at music and collaborate with people. When I just say getting better, it doesn't mean they're not good. It just means like, oh, show it to people who you respect their opinion of, who also like the band that you're trying to sound like, or the other bands that sound like what you like to do, your style of music that you want to make music of, right? If it is, in this case, they have thrash metal, a very defined sound. They're trying to make really good thrash metal. They should show it to other thrash metal fans first and be like, how does this demo sound? Call everything a demo, see how does this demo sound? And if they're like, can you change this part? Can you add this here? Can you change this here? Show it to a bunch of different people, get a bunch of different things, try the different ideas, record different versions, test things out. That's what you got to do at first. You got to experiment. And so they could do that, and then they can push it out to people. So they shouldn't give up. You shouldn't give up on your music. You don't suck, but you can get things to a higher quality. And so his whole point, this Left Sets guy, Bob Left Sets, I'm a booba. What he basically says is a lot of people make okay music, like a 6 out of 10, but not a lot of people get to an 8 out of 10, right? And so all you need to do is make an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 song, and everyone will hear about it, and you'll be famous overnight. And Rick Beato and Bob Left Sets will admit that, oh, this is really good, and they'll show it to everyone. The thing is, first off, if you're good at marketing, all you need to do is you add an 8 out of 10 song. Now everyone already knows. That does work. It does work. If you don't have hundreds of thousands of followers, you have 300 followers, when you make an 8 out of 10 song, no one knows. It's like Bohemian Rhapsody. It's covered in a tarp. No one, Mona Lisa covered in a tarp. No one knows. No one knows. No one knows. And now lots of people think they keep making better music. They've made good music, but they don't have any marketing. A lot of people have good marketing and think they need more marketing when really they need to just spend 20% improvements on the music, which might take triple the amount of time it took then to do the original demo to get it 20% better. But that 20% might be the difference between everyone hears it and no one likes it. People go, it's okay. Unless they're going to listen to it over other music they could listen to, they're not going to. Like, my barrier for entry is I need to make a song better than Fell in Love with a Girl and Song 2 from Blur. Like, I need to make songs that I would listen to over those. If the song isn't that good, then I'm not going to listen to it over those songs. It's that simple, right? And so clearly you need to do both. And so here's his point, is that there's tastemakers and there's casuals. And he says, let's say there's 5% of people. I'm adding all this. He doesn't flesh out his points as well because he's a boomer. And they just go like, I'm entitled to everyone understanding and reading my mind. Okay. Aficionados. 5% of people are tastemakers. They listen to music. They love music. And maybe 95% are casuals, right? And so you don't need to do marketing. You only need to make good music because the tastemakers tell everyone, so you only need to reach them. And it's 5% of people. It should be really easy to reach all of them and get them to actually click play. Therefore, no need to tell anyone. He does not seem to understand that audiences don't just appear once the art is made. You need to nurture a community the entire time throughout. You need to do both. This is the exact point. Good man wrote that. Oh, wait, that was me. Oh, my God. Yeah, I wrote that. Why do you think I wrote that? Because it's right. Because, all right. Live in the scene. I was started tonight. I had fun seeking, search and destroy. My voice, I had a cold. I can't even sing Metallica. I can't even sing Metallica well. I could do search and seek and destroy. We're in the scene and we're ready tonight. I don't even. Raining blood from a laceration in the sky. Raining blood. Oh, my advice. So the tastemakers, this is the whole thing is, even though there's 5% of people, it might be easy to get your post in front of 5% of people. No one's going to click it. If no one knows who you are, they don't have a friend who recommends it. No one actually knows you. Literally, no one listens to your music. You might have 300 followers or people you went to school with. They don't listen to your music. No one listens to your music. If that's the case, what? I'm world famous Gen Z rock star. And I did do a bunch of gigs and people do listen to my music. So, but it took years of like grinding it out IRL, which was stupid. I should have been on the internet the whole time. Dumb. Should be doing internet marketing. the in-person stuff in the US, everything's expensive. No one's got money. No one's going out to do stuff unless you're already famous. And likewise, even on the internet, no one's clicking open and listening to the song or checking out the Mona Lisa. No one's pressing play on Bohemian Rhapsody unless they already care about you. And even if some people do, there's only so many people they can tell who are actually going to click on what they say. So you need to build a following. You need to build an audience. You need to do what I'm doing right now. Now, a cheat code to that is if I become big, like Rick Beato or one of these guys, I have millions of views, and you're a musician, what you do is you come on my show, and I expose you to a bunch of people in public in front of children. No, different kind of expose. How dare you? How dare you? No, but I'm going to actually expose you to the audience of people, your art. I'm going to expose your art and your music, and then you can build an audience off of coming on my show a couple times a year and going on other people's shows a couple times a year. Oh, no. Oh, Lordy, I wanted to make sure you could hear me on the microphone. Oh, Lord, Cat Williams impression. There's another Cat Williams impression. Oh, Lord, I hope you could have heard me the whole time. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, you can. Never mind. I'm loud. Yay! Okay. What was I saying? Oh, my God. No, so with these people, with these, with the marketing. Oh, no, yeah. People actually need to know you. And so a cheat code is instead of posting stuff like this, once one of us has some sort of clout, we can all collaborate and share our audiences and cross over. So if I have 10,000 followers, you have 10,000 followers, we come together. Maybe we both end up with 16 at the end of it, right? There might be an overlap, especially if we talk about the same stuff. And we do that with a lot of people. And then all it takes is one of us getting like Maynard from Tool, who's a fan, coming on our thing. And that person blows up to 100,000 followers. Now we all do that whole process again. And then after a couple months, oh, now we're all at like 60, 70,000, 100,000, whatever followers. And then now we've got money from advertisers. We reinvest the money into promoting our music, into letting us go travel, to interview bigger guests, to spending more money on the actual records, getting a producer who worked with someone who made a really good record, and doing maybe half the money up front, half the money on the back, or just say, hey, you make all the royalty money because I don't even want to make money from the music. I just want to own the rights so that I can play it whenever, and I can say who can play it. But really, I just want you to do great songwriting. I'm going to make money off of being a famous person or just having an audience, a sizable audience for my podcast and things like that. Otherwise, promote things yourself. And you can do both. I could get so many people get big on YouTube, on the internet without having the music, right? And so start with that. That's the harder one. Because as I show you, I have a tutorial series called Your Second Song. And it teaches you basically, assuming you've taken one guitar lesson, and if you haven't, you can go to My First Song, Your First Song, another series I have where I teach you as if you're a total beginner from scratch, how to hold a pick, how to fret a note, how to play a freaking song. And if you've done one of those, you've taken one lesson, you can go to the Your Second Song playlist and you can learn any of those songs. And you'll realize, all these songs are really good and they're better than most of the stuff Rick Beato talks about. But I could play them after 2 guitar lessons. Maybe doing the music part is actually really easy, especially if you want to make rock music. So the whole reason I go to say that is not that rock music isn't good. Just because something's easy doesn't mean it's good. And just because it's hard, like playing Steely Dan, doesn't mean it's the best thing since sliced bread or it actually is like hard rock. Guns N' Roses is harder rocking than Steely Dan. Shocker! No! Yeah, it's higher energy. Sophistication and time spent doesn't make something better. But beside the point, that's besides the point. I'm so happy to talk to you guys. You're such a good listener. You're such a nice listener. I really appreciate that about you. I really do. Well, the whole point is build up the audience. Start building up the audience. Reach out to people. If you want to reach out to people, I have a website called newrockdynasty.com. It's like the life raft, Noah's Ark. That's where I'm getting everyone. And basically, you can make free. It's a free website. Everything's free. You can make fan clubs. You can make an account as your band. And you can have forums. You can talk to them. You can sell merch to them. I built in a merch thing. It makes the website run slower. I might remove it. And but for now, you can sell merch on there. And you can talk to people. You can do stuff. And it's where all the bands are. And so if you want to network with other bands, that's the place to do it. There's no algorithm. There's no ads. I don't make money from this. It's because I want us to have a place. I want to have a hope. I want friends who do this stuff, who want to bring back rock. Because I'm not the only one. As John Lennon would say, and I'm not the only one. That's Eddie Vedder. Oh my God, you made fun of someone's voice and music and how they sing. Yes! Boomers take themselves too seriously. These people all get really offended. Rick Beato's like, oh my God, they're calling it yacht rock. I'm like, back in the day when they would have called it lame. I didn't say the word. This word begins with a G, ends with Y. It's 3 letters. That's what people would have called Steely Dan and all this stuff he's talking about in Toto. That's what my parents still call it. Monk. That's what everyone calls it. But now young people are calling it yacht rock, and he's like, no, you can't be joking around. You got to be self-serious and pompous. If you're not pompous, then I don't know. But we're not as. So you're like, oh no, Eddie Vedder's feelings are hurt that I did a bad impression of him. If that hurt his feelings, I'm sorry. That's sad. I'm happy I'm not that easily offended. People get impression of me and talk like this. People say I have a lisp. A lisp. No, I just have a lazy case of mouth. I'm a lazy speaker. I don't talk fully articulating every single syllable of every single word. John, thanks for asking. I'm actually enunciating every syllable. I sound like people say I sound like Patrick Bateman. Maybe that's because I'm in great shape. I'm jacked, fierce, ferocious, striated, and succulent like a puma. And go to New Rock Dynasty. That's my website. Check out my band if you like rock music. Check it out. Yeah, we're on Spotify. We're on everything. It's Black Licorice, Lico, Rice, Rice, and Black spelled like how you think, because I'm a Black King. What's up, my brothers? Yeah. I'm going to make a video about why Rick Beato hates black artists, and it's going to be Black Label Society, Black Flag, Black Sabbath. The joke playing, it's artists with the name, with the word black in their name. I'm tired, okay? It's been a lot of videos today. No, with the word black in their name. And so I'm like, oh, Rick Beato hates black artists. And it's like, clickbait outrage. And they click it, and they go, oh, okay, I assumed that you meant one thing. And so they can't be upset at me. And if they are, bro, be upset at yourself. You clicked the thumbnail. You assumed one thing. I never said that. But the whole point is, he complains about like all of these like hard rocking bands and is like simping for yacht rock. That's beside the point. Go to New Rock Dynasty. If you have a band, you want to do whatever. Like, subscribe, share this if you want to build up platforms and marketing. And if you want to come on the show, message me. I have a podcast. You can come on. Message me. Do it on Zoom. I don't care. What? Yeah. Normally I'm wearing an ascot and doing a whole thing, but I'm doing this today. I'm being we got to do the real. Got to do the real bicep. Gotta get the pump. Got to do the Anyways, thanks for watching. Yes, I can bench 225. I'm working on benching 225 for sets of 5, 4 sets of 5. That's my goal. Right now, I think I'm at 185 for 4 sets of 5. I've benched 225 for like a double, but I want to be able to like actually rep 225. My chest is my hardest thing to grow. Anyways, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, and there's a playlist right here, I think. And there's a video, and there's a Puma. That's Black Licorice. That's Percival the Puma. You don't even know about Percival the Puma. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Maybe you should go to New Rock Dynasty. Anyways, love you. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. It was a good video. It was fun for me. Was that fun for you? Was that fun for you? Okay, I'll talk to you later. Let me save myself and you're on abuse time.